Belgium. Isn't that just France's hat? Right, let's talk about Belgium. For a long time, if you asked me about Belgium, I'd probably say, oh, you mean that place next to France? The one with the waffles? It gets this reputation for being a bit beige. A bit boring. People think of it as a quiet little country you drive through to get somewhere more exciting. But let me tell you, that's like saying a smartphone is just for making calls. You're missing the entire point. Belgium is not the waiting room of Europe. It's the VIP lounge, but the entrance fee is surprisingly cheap. It's where history, culture, and a very specific type of humor collide. The thing is, Belgium's quiet reputation is its greatest disguise. It's a superpower. While everyone else is flocking to Paris or Rome, paying a fortune for a coffee, Belgians are sitting back, sipping some of the world's best beer, and laughing. Not a loud, obnoxious laugh, but a quiet, knowing chuckle. They know they've got a good thing going. They have castles, incredible food, and a social system that actually works most of the time. This isn't a boring country. It's a country that's just very good at keeping its best secrets to itself. It's like the quiet kid in class who you later find out is a secret agent. Think about it. This is the country that gave us surrealist art. Magritte, the guy who painted a pipe and wrote, "This is not a pipe," underneath it. That's Belgium in a nutshell. It looks like one thing, but it's telling you it's something else entirely. It's a kingdom with a king, but the government can disappear for over a year and people just carry on. They're so good at compromising that they've turned it into an art form. So, forget the idea that Belgium is forgettable. It's unforgettable, but for reasons you would never expect. It's a place that doesn't shout. It whispers. And you have to lean in close to hear what it's saying. The real magic of Belgium is that it doesn't try too hard. It's not desperate for your attention. France has the Eiffel Tower, Italy has the Colosseum, and Belgium has a tiny statue of a little boy peeing, and they are proud of it. They dress him up in different costumes, can you imagine? That tells you everything you need to know about their sense of humor. They don't take themselves too seriously, which is the most refreshing thing in the world. This isn't a country trying to sell you a fantasy. It's a country inviting you to share in a very real, very quirky, and very wonderful reality. Now, here's where it gets really interesting. Belgium is not one country. Nope, it's more like three countries in a trench coat pretending to be one. First, you have Flanders in the north. This is the Dutch-speaking part. It's flat, organized, and the people are known for being very direct and efficient. Think of it as the Germany of Belgium. They've got beautiful historic cities like Bruges and Ghent that look like they've been pulled straight out of a fairy tale. The Flemish are hard-working, practical, and they have an economy that is booming. They're the ones making sure the bills get paid. Then you drive an hour south and suddenly, you're in a different world. Welcome to Wallonia. Here, everyone speaks French, and the vibe is completely different. The landscape has rolling hills and dense forests. It feels more relaxed, more, let's say, Mediterranean. Life moves a little slower. People take longer lunch breaks. It's the France of Belgium. They value pleasure, good food, and conversation. They might not always be on time, but when they show up, they'll have a great story to tell. It's a place where the journey is just as important as the destination, especially if that journey involves a stop at a bakery. And right in the middle of it all, you have Brussels. Brussels is the referee. It's officially bilingual French and Dutch, but in reality, you'll hear every language on earth. It's the capital of Belgium, and the capital of the European Union. It's a chaotic, beautiful mess of diplomats, artists, immigrants, and everyone in between. Brussels is like that one friend who gets along with everybody. It has the grand, wide avenues of Paris and the cozy, hidden pubs of a Flemish town. It's the ultimate compromise, a city that belongs to everyone and no one at the same time. So, you have these three different regions, each with its own language, its own culture, and its own way of doing things. And they are all squeezed into a country smaller than the state of Maryland in the US. This is why Belgians are masters of adaptation. They can switch from one culture to another faster than you can say waffle. One day you're having a very serious business meeting in Antwerp, and the next you're enjoying a laid-back festival in the Ardennes. Living here means you get to experience three different European cultures without ever needing your passport. It's the ultimate Bogov deal. Buy one, get two free. So, how does a country with three different languages and cultures even work? Well, sometimes it doesn't. And that's the funny part. Belgium is famous for its bureaucracy. It's a system so complex, so layered, it's almost a work of art. In 2010, the country went 541 days without a government. 541 days. In most places, that would be a catastrophe. In Belgium, people just shrugged, went to work, and the trains mostly ran on time. It's a country that has perfected the art of functioning in a state of organized chaos. They've learned to rely on themselves and their communities, not the politicians. This history of being pulled between powerful neighbors like France, Germany, and the Netherlands has given Belgians a unique superpower resilience. They've been passed around more than a plate of chips at a party. This has made them masters of compromise and finding loopholes. There's a joke that if a Belgian road has a pothole, the Flemish and Walloon authorities will argue for months about whose job it is to fix it. In the meantime, a local resident will have planted a flower in it. That's the Belgian spirit. Don't wait for the system to work. Just make the best of the situation with a sense of humor. Their humor is a direct result of this. It's dry, surreal, and a little bit dark. They have to laugh at the absurdity of it all, otherwise they'd go mad. Why have one government when you can have 6? Why have one set of rules when you can have 3, all slightly different? It's a country that seems designed by a committee that never spoke to each other. But, instead of complaining, Belgians turn it into a national sport. They find creative ways to navigate the system, and they love sharing stories about the ridiculous red tape they've had to cut through. It builds character. This split personality is the country's greatest strength. It forces people to be flexible, open-minded, and multilingual. It also creates a healthy competition between the regions. Flanders will boast about its efficient ports, while Wallonia will praise its beautiful nature reserves. Each region tries to offer the best services and the best quality of life to attract people. As a resident, you get to benefit from this. You can live in one region, work in another, and go shopping for groceries in the third because it's cheaper there. It's a complex, sometimes frustrating, but ultimately rewarding way to live. All right, let's get to the important part, the money. Living like royalty sounds expensive, right? Not in Belgium. This is where the country's best-kept secret really shines. Let's compare it to the United States, for example. Renting a decent one-bedroom apartment in a city like Ghent or Liège might cost you around 750 to 850 euros a month. That's about $800 to $900. Now, try finding a similar apartment in a cool, historic neighborhood in any major US city for that price. You'd be lucky to get a parking space. The value for money is just on another level. Then there's the food. In Belgium, good food is a human right. You can get a huge cone of delicious, double-fried frites, chips, for a few euros. This isn't fast food. This is a national treasure. You can find bakeries on every corner selling fresh bread and pastries for next to nothing. And the supermarkets are amazing. Because Belgium is at the crossroads of Europe, you get the best of French, German, and Dutch products at competitive prices. A weekly grocery shop for a family costs significantly less than it would in New York or California. You're eating better for less money. Getting around is also a dream. The country is so small, and the public transport is so good you don't really need a car. A train ticket from Brussels to Bruges can be as cheap as 10 euros if you book in advance or travel off-peak. That's a 1-hour journey that takes you from a bustling capital to a medieval masterpiece. Imagine trying to do that in the United States. You'd spend more on petrol just getting out of the city. Belgians also love to cycle. The flat landscape in Flanders is perfect for it, with dedicated bike lanes that can take you anywhere you want to go, for free. And entertainment. Forget spending hundreds of dollars on concert tickets. Belgium has a culture of festivals. In the summer, there's a music festival, a food festival, or a medieval fair happening somewhere every single weekend. Many of them are free or very affordable. People just get together in the town square, listen to music and enjoy life. Healthcare is another big one. It's not free, but it's heavily subsidized and excellent. You won't go bankrupt if you get sick. When you add it all up, housing, food, transport, healthcare, and fun, you realize you can have a very high quality of life in Belgium without a royal budget. So, what's the final word on Belgium? It's a country that constantly surprises you. It's a place where you can live in a historic city, enjoy food that punches way above its weight, and be part of a culture that is both deeply traditional and wonderfully weird. The Belgians have figured something out. They know that happiness isn't about showing off, it's about enjoying the simple things. A well-poured beer, a walk in the forest, a good laugh with friends over the absurdity of politics. They've built a comfortable, affordable, and rich life for themselves, right in the heart of Europe. The beauty of living here is that you get to pick and choose the best of everything. You want German efficiency? Go to Flanders. You want French charm? Head down to Wallonia. You want a multicultural melting pot? Brussels is your city. You can mix and match to create your perfect lifestyle. This ability to draw from different cultures is what makes life here so dynamic. It's a country that teaches you to be patient, to have a sense of humor, and to appreciate the fact that there's more than one way to do things. It expands your mind without emptying your wallet. At the end of the day, Belgium is like a treasure chest that everyone overlooks because it doesn't have a big, shiny lock. It's unassuming. But if you take the time to open it, you'll find it's full of gems. It's a country that rewards curiosity. It invites you to look past the stereotypes and discover the complex, funny, and incredibly livable nation underneath. It's a place where you can genuinely live a richer life, not because you have more money, but because the things that truly matter, community, culture, good food, and laughter, are valued and accessible to everyone. So, next time you're thinking about Europe, don't just fly over Belgium. Stop for a while. Have a waffle, yes, but also talk to the people. Explore the different regions. Try to figure out their government. Good luck with that. You might just find that Europe's best-kept secret is not a secret because it's hidden, but because people simply haven't been paying attention. And trust me, it's worth paying attention to. It might just be the smartest move you'll ever make.